Hey everyone, happy Memorial Day weekend. I hope you've had fun this weekend or you're planning to maybe tomorrow since you don't have school. Congratulations, by the way. And summer is either here or almost here for most of you, so keep going, y'all. The finish line is in sight and I'm so excited for you. And look, today as we continue in our OG series, we're gonna do something just a little bit different than a normal house group, okay? It's gonna be short. Congratulations. We're focusing on a guy named Moses, who in my opinion is my favorite OG. And there's a lot we're not going to cover about Moses, and I wish we had time for that, and maybe we'll revisit that in a different series in another day. But I want to talk about one thing in particular that I think Moses did well. In big moments, he always made sure to look back and remember how faithful God was to him and his people, the Israelites. So the central theme for today is like remembrance, right? It's the celebration of the good things that God is doing. For example, when God gave Moses something called the Ten Commandments, a groundbreaking, earth-shattering move of God that changed the world, Moses says this: "Then take care lest you forget the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery." So he's telling people, hey guys, don't forget God, right? Moses wanted them to know, hey, God is delivering us out of slavery, out of the hands of the Egyptians, so let's make sure we thank him now and don't forget him in the future. Next, when God showed up for the Israelites, it's something called the Passover, where he spared them from judgment and freed them from the hands of their oppressors. The text says this, and we'll see this theme continue: "This day shall be for you a memorial day," sound familiar? "And you shall keep it as a feast to the Lord throughout your generations, as a statute forever, and you shall keep it as a feast." So oddly enough, right, it's Memorial Day weekend. And while most of the weekend is spent ushering in the summer season and eating burgers and hanging out with friends, the reason it's a holiday is to remember those who have lost their lives serving in the armed forces. So gratitude and remembrance is kind of the theme of the weekend anyway, and I just wonder if we could continue that. So we're gonna take a tip from Moses here, and we're gonna take time to talk to those that are around you, and maybe you break up in small groups like normal, or maybe you make a big circle and just share with as many people as you can fit today. And here's what I hope you do. Look back at this last year, and I want you to focus particularly on like, hey, where did God show up in your life? Where did you notice his presence? Where do you need to thank him for? And I know that's kind of a big question, so I want to shape it into three categories. They're the three F words, if you remember us doing this back in December. Okay, the first one's fun. A lot of this year was shut down. Okay, now things are mostly open. What are you grateful that you can do again? Maybe it's in house group, maybe it's outside of house group. If there's a fun story, something crazy that happened in your small group, share it. This is a time where we can laugh and have fun together. Okay, second F word is friends. Who are you grateful for? Right? Who has shown up this year for you and been an encouragement or made you laugh or helped you through a hard time? And if they're in the circle right now, tell them. Okay, last F word is faith. Okay, I want to hear, how have you grown in faith this year? Okay, is there a spiritual habit you've tried to implement? Guys, don't overthink this. It can be big or it can be, in your mind, small. And by the way, there is no small step of faith, right? Did you get baptized? Anything that brought you closer to God can be shared. Now, no one is going to spiritually shame you also because you think your little act of faith is too small. Again, guys, there is no small act of faith. Anytime we take a next steps towards Jesus, it's monumental. Leaders, you can share in any of those three categories too. This isn't just for students. So I'm excited to hear how this goes. So have fun, remember, share, make this Memorial Day about something more than an extra day off school. Okay. And by the way, next weekend is our summer kickoff. And if you've been to any of the last two together nights, the atmosphere is electric at all campuses. And we want to see that again. So we're going to have a beach themed summer kickoff this year. Park Rapids, your lake has a beach, kinda. So this fits. And with a lot of surprises in store, I think it's going to be a great night. And just one last little challenge for you. Resist the temptation to show up alone, right? Bring somebody with you. Maybe if you said you're thankful for someone in particular that isn't here or doesn't normally come, make sure they're here with you next week. Remember, everybody is welcome. So bring them with you, and we'll see you on campus next week.